Making time to create when you work full-time, commute, try to be a good husband, and try to be a good dad is tricky. And the truth is, if you want to create, you're going to have to make the time. It's not just going to pop up and introduce itself to you and ask to go to lunch. So the real question is, how bad do you want it? And what are you willing to trade to make it more than someday or maybe? Why not make it a reality? But I have a wife, I have kids, I have 5 cats and a dog. I'm not saying those things aren't real. I'm saying that it's not the end of the story. Today I'm going to share 5 tips for being creative despite a lack of time. Nothing is worse than getting that little window and then sitting down to realize that batteries in your camera are dead. RIP. Your guitar is out of tune. That pen and paper is just too far away. And despite how many guitar picks I've collected over the years, they all seem to keep disappearing. Nothing is worse than finally sitting down to create and realizing your tools of the trade aren't ready. Your guitar's out of tune, your camera batteries just died, and it sounds small, but it's not. In that brief moment you carved out to be creative, you're not being creative. You're trying to catch a spark, and the second you hit the first obstacle or the first hurdle, it just kills all momentum. Really pumps the brakes on creativity. So one of the best ways to actually stay creative with little time on hands is to have everything ready to go. Right before I go to bed, I make sure batteries are on the charger, guitar is tuned up, I know where guitar picks are on my desk. You don't need perfect conditions, you just need less friction. And if you can make starting easy, you can make creating easy. You'll create more. Keeping a running list. Back when I was writing and playing and singing in my band Orbiter, I learned something the hard way. Inspiration doesn't show up when your calendar is open. It always shows up at the most inconvenient time possible, as is tradition. Whether you're driving, brushing your teeth, in the shower, at some point. So I started keeping an idea net to capture all of my ideas and comes to mind. Song idea or another projected t-shirt idea, maybe even a mood or a title, voice memos. You can just take out your phone, hit record, and just say whatever it is that comes to your mind. Say whatever. And if you don't catch it right then and there, it evaporates while you're exhausted. And that tiny difference between starting from something and nothing is the difference between creating or thinking about creating all week. So make it stupid simple. One note called ideas, one folder for voice memos, and a rule that if it pops into your head, you capture it. It doesn't feel like much in the moment, but it pays dividends. Next tip I like to call bookends, because bookends do one thing very well. They hold things together. Just 2 recurring appointments that you make with yourself to be creative. Step A is simple. Capture. That's it. Well, that's not all it. No pressure to finish anything. Definitely no pressure for perfection. Just writing, outlining, organizing, and getting the raw materials on the table. Slot B is build, film, paint, make, create. Whatever your making is. You're separating the process into 2 different modes. Collect and create. The cool thing is if you're a creature of habit, like me, you kind of look forward to it. You don't have to negotiate with yourself. It's just there. It's a part of your day. After a couple of weeks, you start to fall into the new routine. Not because you suddenly became disciplined, but because the system is simple enough to keep. Slot A, riffs, lyrics, chord progressions. And slot B, I'd practice, I would record and practice. I would practice, then record. Or sometimes do both at the same time. 2 slots, 2 modes. 2 bookends that keep everything together. Because perfection is the enemy of the good. And I don't just mean in making stuff. I mean in life. Being a good father, being a good husband, a trustworthy friend, a steady creator. If you always end up chasing perfect, you end up hesitating, procrastinating, overthinking, and eventually nothing. If you've already made it this far in the video, you already know what to do, so go do it. Now you've got the tools to catch the ideas as they come along. Guitar riffs, song lyrics, rejected t-shirt ideas. Because that's what consistency is just staying in the game. And you'll figure it out along the way. Seriously, I've surprised myself with what consistency can do. How those small deposits add up, momentum builds. Your confidence grows just because you kept showing up. Not overnight, over time. So don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait to be ready. Just go. Make it messy. Make it small. Make it real. And do it again.